Good morning. Thank you for letting me tune in. Thank you for letting me tune in. All you pedophiles, Elmo, all you Daniel Tiger lovers, and people that let their kids get involved in everything adults do, and then they have those issues about what's appropriate for kids and that. All you losers out there, good morning to you. And I heard you've been going down to the Newtopia and Chuck E. Cheese. A little intoxicated, people been informing me about the stuff that you're doing. You know what I mean? But don't worry about that. You'll die in due time. You'll die when it's time for you to die. Most time you're not gonna know you're gonna die, but you're gonna die. And then when you stand before the Lord and say, was it because you was at Chuck E. Cheese or Newtopia molesting that child? Don't worry about that. We get there when we get there. You'll get there when you get there, okay? Nevertheless, but one thing about, a lot of Democrats, man, they full of shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They full of it, They really are. They the type of people that do stuff, and then when they see you do it, they complain about it, It's just, it's something that you have to understand. They're the jackass. Their sign is really a jackass. And guess what? They didn't never say that they didn't want to be a jackass. They actually uplift that as their sign. They do. The Democrat Party never said that they didn't want to be known as a jackass. That is their sign and their symbol, a jackass. They never, all these hundreds of years, they never went back and said that they wasn't a jackass. They never did. Never complained about. But look at all the other things that they complain about. Look at all the other things. So it might be true. They might really be the party of the jackass. You know what I'm saying? They never complain about it. You know what I'm saying? The things that they complain about, it don't even add up. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get into something that I know you like to tell. You probably like to tell your children before they go to sleep and you do stuff to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, what's the guy name? Goddamn, David Koresh or some shit like that, or, Jeffrey Dahmer, whatever you guys be doing, man. I'm Coronado Harris. I'm the 2020 president of the United States. And I wrote this book a long time ago, But I want you to, before you start, putting some Jesus juice in your kids' drink or whatever you do before you do your little bullshit ritual. America was on the brink of being a safe place for the most feared humans in history. America was a worldwide all-you-can-eat buffet of all guilty pleasures, desperate, hot, unreserved, any way you want it. Don't you want it? Just let me have a piece of that nation out there on that earth. Those nationally born citizens eventually began taking numbers and waited for callback appointments. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Because of the conversion of hospitality. People that were natural born citizens, they had to start taking numbers and waiting. Why? Because the jackass said that they wanted the illegal immigrants that ain't supposed to be here to be waited on first. You know what I'm saying? And people that deserve rights, you take a seat and wait. There are people that are breaking laws and the most horrible fugitives in America that are here that deserve to get your goddamn weak welfare and all your damn Social Security. Thank you, jackass party, for making things more stupid than what they already are. And law enforcement was underpaid and underappreciated. Who else can you call at 2:18 in the morning when you being assaulted at gunpoint? Who else is going to save your life with no copay? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, ladies? Who else can you call without a mandatory copay before service to save your life and help you out of a dire situation? Every person, one after the other, one out of every two Americans eventually in this time of crisis in 2020, one out of every two, ladies and gentlemen, was a seasoned criminal. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It was just that bad, ladies and gentlemen. That just that much illegal activity was going unmonitored and unchecked, and nobody was even thinking about resolving. Well, actually had the jackass party was making it a way for, instead of being 1 out of every 5 Americans was probably a criminal or a fugitive. In 2020, it was so bad, 1 out of every 2 was a criminal. Like, you see what I'm saying? And nevertheless, like, you know, I wrote this book a long time ago, and I'm not gonna talk about it when I pass by Fraudtopia, you know what I mean? Because they might think they're supposed to throw a party off of it, you know what I mean? I don't know. Well, I just talk about something else right now, you know. And stuff like that, you know, I tell you, I think Donald Trump is one of the greatest human beings that ever lived, you know what I mean? And I really appreciate him for the stuff that he did. You know, he came down here to the University of Alabama. I never thought it would have happened like that. He came to Huntsville, and he said that he wanted Luther Strange to win that AG thing like that. And he fought for Luther Strange. Came here, he said he loved Alabama. He came and when he won that election, he said that he loved the state of Alabama, loved Alabama. And he said that he would thank Jeff Sessions. He didn't know how to thank him, you know what I mean? That he wanted him to be the Attorney General, not of the state of Alabama, of the United States of America. Wanted him to be right there, right next to him, like, right up. He was right up there on the stage on the day that man got elected. You know what I'm saying? Then the man came to the University of Alabama. The man actually came to a real SEC Iron Bowl game. He showed up and he was there, lady. And then like that never ever happened, lady. Not that you and I know of, we don't really know of it. Somebody might have told you maybe in the 50s or 60s it might have happened. Not necessarily at an Iron Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But he did do that, you know what I'm saying? He showed up, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, no, it wasn't an Iron Bowl, I'm sorry about that. It was the LSU versus, and I can't even say versus, you got to be very careful in this very fraudulent land that we live in. You can't even say versus, lady. It was a game where LSU played Alabama. It wasn't the Iron Bowl. But he was there, lady. He was there, and he, you know, he made an appearance, man. It was unreal, you know. But you know, I tell you like this, lady. You know, I really appreciate it and stuff like that, but I'm gonna have to roll with the Bloomberg thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I just have a whole lot of money. I just can't let it sit there. You know? I can't let it sit there. I have to funnel it through something that's established and strong and to make it stronger. You know what I'm saying? I really don't have a choice. You know what I mean? I don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys, man, you so far off and to the left. You know what I'm saying? You so unconcerned about doing the right thing. Nobody can bank with you. Nobody can do business with you. I mean, nobody. You just that mad about nothing. It don't make no sense. It don't make a whole lot of sense. Nobody can bank with you. Nobody can use the phone around you. They can't do nothing. They can't go get anything to eat without you doing something to it. Can't do anything. You know. I wouldn't be surprised if they downgrade Montgomery to a wasteland. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they said it's a garbage dump. I wouldn't be surprised if they say it's so bad, man, that everybody got the flu. Ladies and gentlemen, they say everybody in the state of Alabama is suffering from the flu. And I wonder why, like. You know what I'm saying? Don't you wonder why? I know why. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if the United States of America, without saying it, I wouldn't be surprised if they just say that Montgomery is a garbage dump. They don't have no moral values. They don't have no common decency or courtesy about nothing. It's just some people ready to get shot, man. And it sure can get done, I'm telling you. It sure can happen to you. It's you know, sometimes you got people, all they do is club and opioids and cocaine, and they don't know how to regulate. They just don't, man. A nigga don't know how to regulate right and wrong. They just don't. All they know is they mad, you know what I'm saying? They don't even know why they're mad. You know what I'm saying? But there is a regulator though, you know what I'm saying? It's something that can regulate your behavior with quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? You know, it'll get you where you're supposed to be real fast. Nobody won't have no more problems at you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's sad, man, you know, that they saying that they gonna reduce this place right now to nothing. You know what I'm saying? They said everybody got the flu. Ain't that bad, ladies and gentlemen? They said the children, all the adults. So I tell you, while you suffering from the H1N1 flu and the bird flu, ladies and gentlemen, I always remember this. That one time you was laughing about putting something in somebody's food, you know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of people died from the H1N1, plenty of them. A lot of people died from the bird flu. You know, so all I can tell you, man, is sometime instead of just waiting on, you know, some shrink or somebody from Malaysia to lie to you and give you a small dose of what you need, sometimes you got to get your ass out there and fight for your life, man. You know what I mean? It might not be no fault of your own, you know what I'm saying? But who cares? Like, you know, at the 9 times out of 10, Joker don't want to do nothing but laugh at your ass while you sick, man. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You know, it's sad, but it's true. You know, being sick is being sick is very. I mean, when you used to making out and having a good time, and nobody want to do nothing with you, ain't it? Ain't you kind of, you know, you kind of feel uncomfortable, right? You know, and nobody ain't finna do. I don't give a damn how fine your ass is. You got the flu down, and I ain't finna do nothing with you. You know, I ain't finna do it. You need you about 40 days of quarantine. I'm talking about real quarantine. Mm-hmm. And they said if you ain't got it, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. It ain't like you gonna tell your kids to go live in Bangladesh. Go live in Bangladesh for 40 days while you got the flu from school. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you gonna them kids coming right home with you till you get it, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. You know, and Steve, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, when I talked to Fred Gray about Steve Reed, man, he said, Nardo, that shit's so sad, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? That man is not he not the mayor, man. You know, he's a puppet, man. He's a muppet, man. They using him, man. He a henchman for Todd Strange, man. That's all. The only thing that's going on. I mean, you ain't never seen a leader that said he only gonna do police and fire department. You ain't never, man, like that. When I tell you, you ain't never in the history of leadership, you ain't never heard nobody cut they pay that far back into the boondocks. Like, you know? He said he only gonna be doing police and fire department. You know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy, man. So you know what Todd Strange did? Just like Mark Brudell, you're gonna be the fitness guru. You ain't finna be no mayor. You gonna be my exercise guru. You see what I'm saying? It's sad, but it's true, like, you know. It's sad, and guess what? It's a painful lesson. It's something that young African Americans need to learn. You need to learn it, like, you know. Just like Lowndes County. That man said, man, as far as you can see, you don't see nothing but African American. But guess what he said? They don't run shit, like, you know. He said, man, from Haynesville all the way to Mousefish and Whitehall, you don't see nothing but African American. But guess what he said? He said they don't run shit, like, you know. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. They might say it's plenty of African Americans in Montgomery, but what do they control? Like, you know, not a goddamn thing. They don't do nothing but start trouble because guess what? They mad because people are tricking them out of their shit. You know what I mean? And guess what? That's a natural occurrence. You're supposed to be mad because somebody played you out of your stuff. And a lot of times it's a never-ending cycle. You know what I mean? Never ending.